Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Temple of Possibilities. I am Minister William, or Reverend Will if you wish, leading today's sermon of August 3rd, 2025. And as always, we'll start with a moment of silence for prayer, meditation, or what have you. All right, thank you. Today's sermon is called Beauty Following Us. It was written by Christine Slocum and posted to the Unitarian Universalist Association website on April 17th, 2024. I believe in God. I can only spell it nature. Only I spell it nature. Frank Lloyd Wright. It was no surprise to me. Each each early winter sunset, I rode my bike home from work and found myself beneath a river of feathering and squawking upon the reaching community center. Thousands of crows would fly in a stream into the heart of the city. I heard rumors that they roosted together in Buffalo's largest cemetery. Each evening, I'd bike home from work, get the car, pick up my children. Most of the time, I'd arrive back at the community center. The crows were gone. Lengthening daylight in the transition toward spring made this day different. My daughter was staying late for a program, and so it was just my 7-year-old son and me. It was only 3 steps out the door before he stopped. Mama, look! The sky was full of crows. The crows kept flying while we walked to the car. My son marveled how many there were. We have to follow them, he declared. As the tail end of the flock passed us, I looked at the clock. We had nowhere to be for an hour. Why not? It turned out that as the crow flies, it's faster than navigating the city streets, as crows are restricted by neither infrastructure nor speed limit. My son kept his eyes on the birds while I meandered the east side of Buffalo under the purple-orange sky. I was expecting to end up at the cemetery. At the point where I was sure we had lost them, we found ourselves in a neighborhood in transition. A former factory replaced by an apartment complex and a field. New buildings next to century-old dwellings, tall old trees. Everything was covered in crows. Pulled, pulled over on the side of the street, we used the car as a bird blind, watching in the backdrop of downtown and we were both in awe. I know that crows gather in these large numbers to get safety from predators. I wasn't expecting it to be such an urban part of the city. We often think of the city as being a place of people, but it is more than that. We can leave we never leave nature. Crows found ways to adapt to our concrete forest, but we have not yet found ways to make sure they're in balance with the rest of creation. Perhaps through noticing and choosing to honor our independence with nature, we will do better. Prayer. May we embrace our independence with nature, recognizing that we share even our built environments with the world's plants and animals. May we create substantial lifestyles that honors the world as the home of all living things. May we notice how nature's beauties follow us wherever we are. To me, there is nothing more beautiful than nature. It is the most relaxing thing, I think. The view of water from a lake or the ocean or a river, the view of fire, being in the middle of a wooded area where you cannot see civilization for uh, miles. That is the most relaxing and greatest feeling in the world. I I have not been able to actually experience that for a long time, but it has always been my dream to have a house with a lake on one side and a wooded area on the other, just surrounded by nature, where I can hide away from civilization. But yeah, that'll be all this week. And remember, when we all come together, the possibilities are endless. I'll talk to you later.